have a look at travel, TRVL. So I've got some observations actually on TRVL, some interesting observations. Again, we've got a little bit of divergences in the exchanges. As you can see on yesterday's Bybit candle, we've got this kind of red doji in the highs. And KuCoin, we've got a green candle, which is like an inverse hammer in the highs in good volume. And this is a same thing, but without taking the liquidity from the highs. That's on Gate. And then there's similar, but that's like a doji with a bigger body. Look at the volume on that candle, really high volume. I'm not sounding the alarm bells, but I am seeing a little bit of exhaustion in these highs. Okay. And I think it's very similar to Bitcoin, but it doesn't mean that the price is going down to zero. I think there's it's very funny, but I'm seeing a similar behavior between TRVL and Bitcoin. And anyway, so the big observation that I had for TRVL, I'm going to show you now. I'm only going to show you, I don't want to scare anyone. I just want to show you because I'm just trying to be as open and transparent as possible about what I'm seeing, and then people can make up their own minds about what they want to do about it, if they want to do anything. Okay, but effectively what I was looking at the exchanges, I'm going to change my screen now. No, I'm not. I'm going to bring my screen to here. Give me a second. All right, so this is Bybit. And I'll only put Bybit and Gate on. I won't put the others on. Just you'll understand what I'm saying just by looking at these two exchanges. Okay, so this is Bybit, and what I wanted to show you was the order book actually. So just get rid of this. In depth. Okay. So this is the Bybit order book. And as you can see, we're here. This white line is us. And as you go up in value, if you go up to about 9 cents, you can see you've got 272,000 limit order to sell, and then that's, look at it, you see how it goes up. So there's a lot of scaling in of selling all the way up to 10 cents. It's up at 544,000, and then when you get to about 12 cents, you're at a million, going all the way up to almost 20 cents, 19 cents, no, sorry, 18 cents. You've got nearly 2 million. So there's someone is selling up to 2 million. It looks like it's one person, to be honest with you. That's what it looks like to me because of the way, look how beautiful it is. Maybe it's more than one person, but the point is that someone is selling 2 million TRVL starting from about 9 cents through to about 19 cents. I can't see. Can I see more? Can I see further? Don't know if I can see further. It kind of drops off, but I don't know if I can see further. I don't know why. If anyone knows why, don't tell me. There's no way to see higher up. Maybe I need to change this. It's weird. All right, so you need about 2 million of TRVL buying to clear the liquidity through to about 20 cents. 2 million, And when you look at, when I looked at Gate as well, I saw very similar, something very similar. Okay. Again, I think it's a lot easier to see on your mobile phone actually. So to go up to, yeah, I can't see all of the, for some reason it doesn't let me see further. Let me try that one. That doesn't help either. I can't expand the range. Don't know how to do this. Daily depth. Don't know why I can't see more. All right. Anyway, you get my point. My point is that there's a lot of limit orders for selling and there aren't many limit orders for buying. You see that? So it's an observation. I think I would like, but I think what's happening now is, what I'm seeing now is that people are waiting for the price to dip and then market buying rather than placing limit orders, right? And so the observation is that on TRVL, what's going to happen, or what is happening, is that you're getting low volume drops. So as people sell at market, you're getting low volume declines, which is bullish, because the order books for buying is thin. Okay, so you're getting bullish declines, and then whoever wants to buy is just buying at market. Yeah, and that's what I've been seeing all along. I've seen a lot of market buying after you get bearish declines, and you're not getting the opposite. You're not getting the opposite where people are putting large amounts of limit orders to suck up the price at these levels, right? And in reverse, what you have is going all the way up through to from about 9 or 10 cents and up. You've got these big limit orders. And 2 million, you know, 2 million isn't that much in the scheme of things, to be honest with you, but you're still going to need volume to clear all of that. And so when I look at the volume on Gate, for example, this is the daily chart. And so yesterday we had 1 million in volume. See, 1 million, or 914,000. The day before we had 930. So we do have the volume to clear up those order books. We do have the volume to do that. On KuCoin we had, yesterday we had 1 million. And on Bybit yesterday we had 571,000. And then but the previous day we had 600. So considering that on Bybit we have about 2 million orders going all the way up to $20. I think my observation is this, that if the price goes up, not only is it going to need volume, but if we suddenly go up, it's going to be a healthy price increase because we're clearing up all of those limit orders in the order books. Okay, so you're going to need volume to go up, but it will clear up the volume. It would clear up all of those limit orders, and so effectively, someone is selling. But then you've got the buying power coming in and taking up all of those orders. But I mean, there is potentially, you could argue that there is a little bit of a sell wall blocking the way of the price. So we need volume now. Effectively, volume is what's going to be required now to take us to the next range. And that's what I'm seeing. So we've kind of at the limit of our current volume range, as far as I can tell, and then the next range is going to require volume. And when I talk about the next range, what am I talking about? Well, effectively, this is the next range. We are at the peak of one range, and then we're at the bottom of another range, effectively, and that's the next range. See that? And the dividing line is roughly about 9 and 10 cents, roughly. There's a little bit of a area where the ranges divide. And I've talked about this, the 9 cents mark, many times in the past. And right now we're at that borderline. And whenever we do break, because what I'm seeing is the amount of orders that are there blocking the way. So you have orders blocking the way. It will be a healthy increase in price, because if we do suddenly go up, then it's going to require volume, but also we would have cleared up all of those order books. So it'll be a healthy increase in price. And also we're into the next range, the higher range. Effectively, then we've reversed all of the price action going through from May 22 onwards, if we can get into the next range. And then you would expect or hope that the price in the future will find support off that same level that we break. So there's a very important kind of level in play right now, and you can clearly see this is it. See that? And we're coming into it right now. We're into it right now. There we are. Very important level. Okay, we're just under the 9 cents mark, and 9 cents was the launch price of this token. So all of the early investors were offered this token at 9 cents. And so effectively right now, if people buy, they're buying at pre-launch prices at 9 cents. I think most people should ignore all this price action down here, because I think that's gone and that's come and gone. I find it very difficult to think that we're going to go under 5 or 6 cents now. I don't think it's I don't really think it's possible, because I'm just looking at the way the price is formed. You've got key support lines that have to be broken and key liquidity levels. I think it's very difficult to go back down, but we need volume now to go up as well. So we're at a really important place. It's quite interesting that we've got this tokenomics document being launched tomorrow, and so I just want to see what happens with that. And I want to also see what happens with Bitcoin, because if Bitcoin, you know, the people think that just because Bitcoin might pull back, that everything is going to dump. But that's not necessarily true, because sometimes you see a rotation of capital, and a token like a small token like TRVL, as Bitcoin dumps, can pump. It's very possible. I've seen it in the past. It's 50-50 really, whether Bitcoin dumps and TRVL pumps, or whether Bitcoin dumps and TRVL dumps. Like, no one can predict that. I think in the bull market it's 50-50. It's like a coin flip. But because we've got a really important tokenomics document coming, and I'm not, like, we haven't even reached our pivot yet on fib time, and that's going to happen in about 2 weeks. I am thinking higher, but I do think we're going to need volume to break this key level, and I think it's going to be a healthy break, because I was looking at the order book and I can see that it's not light. There's lots of orders in the way, as I've shown you. Yeah, so if we do end up trading at 20 cents or whatever, 18-19 cents, it's going to be a healthy increase in price, because of all of this volume that is required to push the price up. And actually I think that's good, because we don't want people to buy and then they buy like 20,000 TRVL and the price is at 60 cents. We want people to buy and get their bags filled at the right prices with respect to the volume. And see here, look, you can clearly see that at 9.2 cents, see that? There's a 222,000 order. You see that? 222,000 here at 9 cents, 48,000. Yeah, you can clearly see that. Let me have a look at Gate. Can't go higher, fortunately. Don't know why you can't go higher. Okay. Oops. Oops. No, it's not asks. Okay. Yeah. Slightly, not as much. Not as much as on Gate. I think if the price goes up, you want to be buying on Bybit because you'll get your orders filled at a better price. You know, like if someone wants 222,000 TRVL, just go now on Bybit. Just go and buy it at 9.2 cents. You'll get filled at a really good price. Very easy. You know, rather than buying it on Mex or Gate, where you could try and buy 200,000 and you'll end up getting an average price much higher. Right now on Bybit, I can tell you that if you want to buy that, if you want to buy like 500,000 TRVL, you'll get filled up to 10 cents. Yeah, you can get that filled right now. That's kind of what, that's okay. That's not a bad thing. It's just an observation. All right. As far as the price action is concerned, I think right now we just have to see what happens. I'm not like, I can't predict the future. I think it was good that we see on Mex, see that candle that just went up all the way up to 10 cents. How much is the volume? Oh, it's 1.2 million. That's quite a big volume actually. And there 1.5. So you can see on Mex there's selling as well. There's a lot of selling at those levels, and so we just need volume to clear it. I think this candle is still a really powerful bullish candle. This one here is a reversal. So you have something going on here. Right. Could this just do this? Yeah, it could. I don't know if I want to see it go back down, but like again, what I've noticed with TRVL is that the dips are being bought. You can clearly see that throughout the course of the price action, going all the way from the all-time low. We have created so many daily liquidity levels which none of them have been reached when the price is pulled back. So I'm just gonna mark them for you so you see how many liquidity. And I just wish that people would put orders. Be nice to have the order books filled. Just quickly do it for you so you see how many levels have not been reached as the price pulled back. Keep on there. We have the SR flip. Look, we have all of these levels that haven't been reached. That one was reached there. So these are all the daily levels. Look at that. These are liquidity levels that haven't been reached because the price has just been, the dips have just been bought, and you're just creating higher lows as the dips are being bought. If I go to the weekly time frame, see that weekly level that was reached, but this one hasn't been. That one has, this one hasn't, this one has as well. You've got the lower one here. All the way from the all-time low, you've got these liquidity levels. And obviously on the monthly time frame, we haven't created any. There's one down here, much lower down. I mean, that's basically if it's never going to happen, I don't think, but if for some reason the price got down here to 2.4 cents, 3 cents, you basically you'd go all in. All right, any questions? I've marked off all those levels for you. So I mean, even if we do get a pullback and we don't get like, we get a little bit of a pullback here, we could be in a range here. You know, it's possible. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but we could be ranging here for a little bit, and that might be necessary. It might be necessary to range in the highs here underneath resistance for a little bit before we make an attempt. And I don't know, no one knows how the price action is going to behave. If we go down again, it is possible we go down and it dips again and we have another market buy. We just have to see how the price action is and how it behaves. All right. Because we're under a major area, is the price just going to go through, or are we going to get like a little bit of consolidation before we go through? So this is very important to see what happens. All right, but I mean, I think it's quite exciting because we're at a pivotal level, and you know, we've achieved a lot. We've gone from 2-3 cents all the way up to 8.6 cents. I think a lot of people were panicking a little bit when we had this kind of crazy sell, thinking, oh no, now the price, we, you know, like, and look what's happened, we've just recovered. And so there's no reason to panic. And my imagination is that we go all the way up to the top of this wick effectively on Bybit, like $4 or $5. So let's see what happens. Any questions? Let me look at the BTC chart as well, see if there's anything interesting. In the BTC chart, we've flipped this major 236 level into a support level, and you know, it doesn't look bad. It looks quite good, and potentially what we want to do next time is go up and get back up into this 382. That would be the next task at hand, to just go up and flip that into support. And effectively there's a little bit of lag from the BTC chart to the USD chart, but we want to do on the BTC chart what's happening on the USD chart. That's what we want to achieve. And I think a really major area of interest is going to be these lows here, because if you can get back above there, you've effectively reversed all of this price action, all of this decline. You've reversed a whole lot, and you're back above those previous lows. That's very bullish. That would be a very bullish price action to see that happen. So we just have to see what happens. All right. Any questions? Anyone? This is quite interesting on ETH. I'll show you. And maybe BTC the same actually. You see how the price, and this is the 3-day chart, but you see how the price comes down very fast like this. If we kind of get back above here, you're probably going to go up quite fast too, because you haven't created any resistance as the price declined. Yeah, and get back up into this area. So it'd be good to see what happens as the price goes up. Does BTC have the same thing? See, BTC has the same thing, but it's up there. See how the price comes down really fast? And you see these two green candles here. As the price came up, it found resistance in those candles, cleared the liquidity. So we have a little bit of liquidity here, but if we do manage to get above there, then I think the price could go up quite fast, and you're up into that top bit again. Just because as the price declined, there was no resistance was not much resistance was formed. These fast drops end up with fast inclines in the future. This is something to bear in mind, all right? And naturally, what's happened is over the last year, we've been creating these kind of bearish consolidation ranges. And so as the price is trying to get back through those ranges, it's taking a little bit of time. Once you get back above this pivot that's been put in, then we should get quite a fast increase in value. And then then the only kind of level areas of interest that we have to break or clear are here. And then we're basically going to be in price discovery on BTC. Okay, and so the context of where we are now is in the Bitcoin bull market is very good, and so far so good. It looks quite good. It doesn't look bad. It looks very good. I'm very optimistic about the future when it comes to TRVL. And then obviously I've shown everyone this this idea in the past. This Adam and Eve bottoming pattern. So we have a neckline coming up, and we can get the volume to go through that neckline and push through to the golden pocket, then we are really looking at this Adam and Eve bottom pattern. That would be, I can create a video and just post that on Twitter. Get everyone buying. That's what I want to do. It'll be fun. All right, still looking good. Someone to come along and buy up that 2 million order on Bybit. Now just market buy it. All right, anyone else have any questions? You want me to look at anything else? I might take a break and I could have a look at a few things. What time is it?